pretty much everyone knows that the standard HPerm algorithm goes like this. Or, obviously, you can mirror it. In this video, I'm going to be showing some alternative HPerm algorithms that actually aren't that good, but they're kind of interesting. So at the start, I'm going to be showing the algorithms, and I'll just try to do them fast. And then at the end, I'm going to be showing you how I actually came up with these algorithms. So this video was kind of inspired by Q4Speed. He did this with like other PLLs, not just HPerm. But the thing is, HPerm just has so many alternative algorithms I could think of. Alright, let's get into the first one. So the first algorithm I'm going to show is actually not that bad. I mean, compared to what else I'm going to show in this video, it's actually not that bad. So what you want to do is you want to do M2, U2, M2, U, like this. M2, U2, M2, and then I guess U prime. So again, M2, U2, M2, U prime, or U. So basically, you can mirror it like this. Just make sure after you do the first M2, U2, M2, you do this move, and that will prevent overworking. So next algorithm is honestly not that good, but for one-handed or big cubes, it actually is pretty good. So what you want to do is R2, U2, and then do R, U2. Then it's R2, U2, R2, U2, and then R, U2, R2. So it's like this. Now you could do this with one hand, and it's actually a probably good algorithm to use one hand. I mean, I'm not a one-handed expert, so I don't know how some people feel about that. But like on big cubes on 5x5, it actually is really good because doing M moves, maybe it's not that bad, but sometimes it's bad. And I learned this from Brody the Cuber. You can kind of do this, which is kind of cool to do. Oops. The next algorithm is actually pretty similar to the regular HPerm algorithm. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to do the HPerm algorithm, but instead of doing single layer U's, you want to do wide U's. So it would look like this. And faster. So yeah, I guess you could call that thick HPerm. And I don't know if this would be faster. Maybe someone can correct me on this. If the normal way is faster or the thick way is faster. I don't know. Maybe someone can let me know in the comment. Right, so the next algorithm is another RU algorithm. So how it goes is you want to do R2, U2 twice. And then do R2, U. And then do R2, U2 twice. And then do R2, U prime. It's really long. So, yeah, it's a pretty long algorithm, and if you're planning to do like big cubes with one hand, I recommend you use that other algorithm. Alright, the next algorithm is going to be based off the T-perm. So if you know the regular T-perm, it goes like this. So essentially what you want to do is you want to do a T-perm on here, except all the R layers are actually double layers, so it would look like this. And then you want to do it again. And that actually solves it. So I'll try this again. I probably will mess up though. Oh no. So yeah, it's a really long algorithm. Next algorithm, basically what you want to do is you want to do an E-perm, so rotate and then do E-perm. Then you want to do F and then do another E-perm. And then you can do another F. And faster. Alright, the next algorithm is very long. So what I want you to do is you want to do U2 first. And that actually creates a double diagonal corner swap. So corner swap here and a corner swap here. So what you want to do is you want to take this corner out and then put this corner in. Then you want to put this corner in. And then you want to take this corner out, or that one, but actually, and then kind of repeat that process until you're done. So it's kind of the same as the beginner's method, but just galore, just like really obnoxious. So let's see if I can do this faster. So the next one is something that Cube4Speed actually explained in this video. So firstly you do U2, and then you just simply do M2 U prime, and you do that 6 times. And that solves it. And let's see if I can do this fast. Oh dear. Alright, the next two are really stupid. So what you want to do is you want to do an NA perm. And then you get an NB perm. God knows if I can do this fast. And if you do NB perm here, and then you'll get an NA perm. Yeah. Alright, so how did I come up with the first algorithm, which was this? So it relies on the fact that if you do M2, U2, M2, U2, you can swap these 2 edges and these 2 edges. So what I thought of doing, if you do M2, U2, M2, U2, then that actually swaps 2 of the pieces for the H perm, but it also swaps these 2, which we don't want. So what we can do is we can just align it here. So we can swap these 2 and then these 2. This will get solved, these 2 will get swapped, and will look like a H perm. So that's kind of the basis that I use for this. So we can swap these 2 and these 2, and then we can swap these 2 and these 2, and then solve it. So the one where it goes like this, that one I learnt from Brody the Cuber, who had a video on that. So anyway, onto the other HPM algorithm, which is like this. How do I find this? Well, it's basically I just play around with algorithms I already know. So how do I find that other RU one? Well, it relies on the fact that if you do R2U2 3 times, and then it swaps these 2 edges and these 2 edges. So kind of the same thing as before. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to swap, say, these 2 edges and then these 2 edges. So what I did is I swapped these 2 edges while also swapping these, and I can undo this swap while swapping these 2. And then that creates the H perm. So yeah, so swap these 2 and then these 2. And then swap these 2 and these 2. So what about the 2 thick T-perm cases? Well, I basically just played around with algorithms that are already new. And actually, if you do a thick T-perm, you get, and then do this. Actually, let's do this again. Okay, so if you do a thick T-perm from this exact angle, it's actually an A perm. So basically, it's this and this to here and this here. So it's a clockwise A perm. So you can actually do this cycle, which is kind of interesting just to do that. It's still a really bad algorithm, but hey, it's kind of fun. So what about the 2 E perms? So essentially, I'm relying on the fact that H perm is not just a double op swap edge case. It's also a double op corner swap case. So what you can do is you can do an E perm to swap these 2 and these 2, and then you can do this and then swap these 2 and these 2, and that will solve it. So the first E perm puts it in the E perm place, and then as you can see, if I like rotated, you can clearly see that these 2 corners are swapped and these 2 corners are swapped. So I can just do this while I'm at it and then finish it off. And then the next one, which is kind of like the beginner method, also relies on the fact that HPM is not just an edge swap, it's also a corner swap. So we can take this down. It's basically of the beginner method, if you've seen it done this way. I have a tutorial on my channel, although I actually explain it a little bit differently, where you do this 3 times, and that basically makes it so you don't have to remember what order to do it. If you watch that video, you'll kind of get what I mean. Alright, I think those were all the algorithms I had to cover. Let me know in the comments if I missed any, and comment down below if you also have any alternative HPM algorithms. Until then, see you next time.